set. Man. No touch. Great, set. No touch. 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 No touch.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
On the Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Naeem Hines, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Hey, thumbs up, I'm hurt.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left is Watkins. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punt.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Seahawks. 4 on the year coming into play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Ready.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10.
Come on, come on. Check, 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 check. Ready.
Walker now on first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's third and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They'll try for the first with Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Hey, smash Bronco.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
34-yard line.
Ready.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Ready.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawks field goal. Myers' kick is good. And we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Swift going to try at the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. A minute 50 to go here in the first half.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. No 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He may go. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will run straight ahead with Swift. breaks through the contact and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Once again, it's Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Jim Kelly is on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
They run with Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They keep it with Penny on first down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Go check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, right back to Hines. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
On the go.
They'll look to throw again. This is the tight end fan. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds He's been able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Seahawks! D. Eskridge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And oh, it's blocked. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Great.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there.